it's Bridget. I have my next design team project for KS4U, and I did 2 wall hangings of my daughter's family, and they are done on material. It's kind of like a mixed media thing. I did use a lot of different mediums in this. I took some muslin fabric and sewed these long pieces with some batting in the middle, and these I had had for a really long time, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't get rid of them, so I'm just going to use them. So this is what I decided to do. So I will start out, both of them are basically the same kind of procedures. This one at the end of this video is just, you know, I'll fast forward how I just put this all on here, but I didn't really go start to finish. So what I used was, this is from KS4U, and it's a trim that Julie has in her shop. And it looks like this. And you can pick each different piece and cut them apart. And this is exactly what I did on here. And then I had a wood piece that says love. This is a butterfly. And then the paper that I used was the romance novel by Prima. I'm sorry for the glare. I have my hot light on because I thought if I put more light on this, if I shut it off. I don't know if that's better or worse. It's kind of hard when I have to look up at the camera all the time. So this is, I believe this is Prima. It could be a recollection flower. I have a couple of them. There's one over on the other one too, but I put this one here. And I kind of gessoed things up, and I used some sprays. This is my own homemade spray that I used, and that's the color of it. And then I used this Creamies, it's Piggy Pink. Love these. So I used that to put some color on the actual material. And then I did use glass beads, and these are just the ones you find in the dollar store. I think these are from the dollar store too. But I use green and pink on here. Let's see, what did I use? This here, these little flowers peeking out, and I'll just put them both together from on here and here, and there's one here. This is from the flower kits that Julie had for sale, and I just cut them and used them, you know, one at a time. So I did that, and I also used a stamp to stamp some clocks on the paper and then fussy cut that out. I used a Spellbinders die to cut this, so I have a piece of it here, and I thought, oh yes, the other half of the piece is over here. I used some bling that was in my stash, of course some burlap that I had in my stash, and I printed the pictures out on the muslin material, and then I Mod Podged over the pictures just to give it some what do you call it, so it'll stay, you know. I'm lost for words. But you know what I mean, to protect the pictures so they won't fade as fast. I used some of the beads, like I said, and some gesso here. There's some black trim here, and this is from Julie's shop. And there's the trim that I used. It's a crocheted trim. I used it here, and I used it also on this other one over here. And some spray I had in my stash. This is from Julie's shop, and it's actually it comes like, you know, one piece. And I just, of course, pick it apart, and I put one here and one here. And let's see, for the flowers, these roses are from Julie's shop, from KS4U, and it's those. They're rosebuds. I also used these flowers from KS4U. I love these flowers. And they're paper, and they're just awesome. And I used them here and here, and there's, of course, the flower arrangements are the same on both sides. These I had in my stash, the pink ones. These little pink ones are also from Julie's shop, from KS4U, and they're the darker color here. And this is a I Am Rose's flower. I put some metal pieces on here. There's a couple. There's a leaf there and some here. Let's see. I have a flower here, but it's just one of these. But you can barely see it. So that's basically what I did. I have the butterfly here. I just pieced the paper. I stamped on the paper and fussy cut that out. This is from Julie's shop. This is from Julie's shop. That is. The rosebuds. These little white flowers are also from Julie's shop. They're these. You can see those. These are super cute. And I like the tiny ones because they make good fillers. And then these, I don't know if I showed you these, but this is an applique that Julie sells. And I just cut them apart and used pieces off of it. So that's behind there. I mentioned that I cut a doily in half, and one side's here and one side's there. You can barely see it anymore. This is off of a trim that Julie sells in her shop. And it's this trim, and as you can see, I like picking the trim apart. So I picked one of those flowers off, and I put that there. Another wood piece and another wood piece there. So yeah, I think I've covered everything on these two, and I'll have still pictures. I put one in the beginning of the video, and I'm gonna put one after this, and then I'll just do the quick start to well, it's not really a start to finish, it's just how I put this together. This one I had already had done. So that's my design team project for KS4U, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.